Hi everyone, I'm Brooklyn K. Welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to create an easy 10-minute makeup look for women on the go, women who just want something that's simple and easy to put on, and a reliable, polished makeup look for women to go to. In my past videos, I've done makeup looks that are a little bit more advanced, such as the fox eye and my tie-dye look, and then I also did my favorites videos, so I wanted to do something that would be easy to create and something that is just simple. So this isn't going to be your typical 5-color eyeshadow, super dramatic, intense makeup. This is just easy and will look good in real life and for every day. So I hope you all enjoy this video. If you want to see more of my videos, make sure to subscribe and like this video. And now, let's get into the video. Hi everyone. Okay, so let's get started into our 10-minute makeup routine. So first thing I'm going to be doing is prepping my skin with moisturizer, and I'm going to be using the Egyptian Magic. Where I live, it's very dry, pretty much year-round. Although I am more of like combination skin, so I can get oily, but I can also get very dry. This stuff helps keep me moisturized, and you can see it's kind of oily. One of the top concerns I get in my one-on-one sessions is that people feel like their makeup looks dry or it looks cakey. One of the main reasons is because you're not doing enough skin prep or good enough skin prep. And another thing is creasing with concealer. So I'm going to be using the Kiehl's Creamy Eye Treatment with Avocado. Just taking a little bit of that, rubbing between my fingers. These are 2 easy steps, moisturizer and eye cream. Everyone can handle that. It's not like 7 steps. You want to rub it until it starts to feel kind of watery. And I'm using my ring fingers because your ring fingers have the softest pat when patting underneath your eyes. So just patting underneath. And since we're applying eye makeup today, I'm not putting it on my lids. I like to put it on my lids at nighttime, not during the day, because I don't want my eyeshadows to crease. So next thing, we're gonna keep it simple and just do concealer and tinted moisturizer. You don't need a heavy foundation for every day. You just don't. I think concealers are necessary. In fact, you can just do concealer and spot conceal where you need it and just completely skip out on foundation. I'll show you where I spot conceal, and I'm going to go in with concealer first. This is the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. So I'm putting it underneath the eye. Cheeks, there's a teeny bit of redness for me. Nose, I have some redness, and then there are some blemishes, and then just blend it out. So I'm just using a sponge and just blending all of that in. And you can use your fingers for this as well. I just prefer a sponge. And you can see just with that, my skin already looks a lot better and looks a lot more even. Okay, but I am going to be adding tinted moisturizer because it has a good amount of SPF. Which, you know, if you're on the go or you have kids or, you know, this time of year, it's warm. So if you're going outside, it's nice to have some SPF in there. The tinted moisturizer I'm using is the oil-free Mercier tinted moisturizer, and I am in the shade 2W3 Natural. Okay, so now I am back and a little bit less shiny. I just used the Mercier translucent powder and dusted it all over with a big brush. Next, I'm going to be doing brows, and for brows, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Brow Lift pencil in Brook S. I'm gonna use a smaller mirror for this just so I can see a little bit better. So one tip that has helped me a lot with doing brows is start at the top, and you'll find that you need a lot less definition. A lot of people start at the bottom. You can just start where you're more sparse. And for me, that's just the top of my brow. And then I like to fill in. And a lot of people say to not go against the grain. The reason why I am going against the grain is because it's filling in between the hairs so that when I brush it over, I don't have any sparse spots. So you can see already this brow compared to this brow. And I'm going to be doing the other one, and then I'll be right back for eyes. Now I am back with both of my brows on, and we are going to be moving on to eyes. So for eyes, I have these incredible little guys here. and these are the Bobbi Brown shadow sticks. I talked about these in my last video and used the vanilla color as a base on my eyes. These are the colored versions, and I will be showing you how to use these today. First color, or I'm just gonna be using one color of these to keep it simple. This is what I like to use in my one-on-one sessions because there are so many people that don't want to be using 4 eyeshadows on their eyes, just getting ready for everyday things. And I totally understand that. Like, not everybody has the time or the expertise to use 5 different eyeshadows. The reason I like this one is because it gives you the dimension of looking like you're wearing more than one eyeshadow. This one is called Nude Beach, and I'll swatch it for you first just so you can see what it looks like. It's kind of like this nice mauve brown color. Sometimes on people it goes more brown. It's different on everybody, but I've used these on absolutely everyone. Young people, people with more mature skin, and it looks gorgeous on absolutely everybody. What I'm doing is just putting it on the lid so it helps cancel out any veins you have, and just using my finger to blend it out. And you can use shimmer as well if you want to use 2 shadows. There's a color I love called Golden Pink with shimmer in it, and you can put it on the lid. But I am just doing the one shadow just for the 10-minute makeup video sake. And then just doing the other eye. They're super easy to blend. It's hardly any work. Going just up to the crease. You're not doing it all the way up to the brow. So you can see just that. It gives me some good definition and a little bit of color as well. And then if you went outside the lines at all, or went a little too far out, just use your sponge or your finger with a little bit of concealer to fix that. The only other shadow that I'm going to be using for this look is a shimmery light eyeshadow. This one's by MAC, and it is called Nylon. It's like this bright shimmery color. If you have a highlighter, you can use that too, and I will show you where we're going to be putting that color. So for this, I'm just using a tiny brush. You can use this or your pinky, dipping into that color, and then just putting it right. You can see that's a little bright. Don't worry, we're gonna blend it out. That just helps open up the eyes and makes it look like you got a lot of sleep when you didn't. So let's be real, it's hard to get enough sleep these days. Taking Nude Beach underneath. I don't love doing liner underneath there because it can look a little harsh, but this at least ties it all together. For liner, this is another little trick. It's really hard to get your liner on straight every day, and I know that liner takes up a ton of time. So an easy cheat to make sure it always looks good and is always even is to just do your tight line. So your tight line is right under here beneath the lashes. So one of the tips I have is to look down into a mirror while you're doing it. And this makes your lashes look thinner, or it makes your lashes look thicker and gives this invisible liner look. And if you want to, I'm just doing a teeny bit on the top, but just on the outer edge. Okay, so now that that is done, I'm going to be applying mascara. Once again, I don't even know why I need to announce it. The L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. Now, moving on to the rest of the face. We kept the eyes nice and simple for you guys to recreate. And now I'm moving on to bronzer. So a lot of women ask me if they need to contour for everyday makeup, like if it's needed. And the answer is absolutely not, but if you want to do it, be my guest. What I'm doing is just bronzing my face. I feel like that does help women just look a little bit more put together, helps give you more of a sun-kissed look. I feel like it's needed for the summer. I'm taking it on the cheekbone, a little bit underneath, but not too far down. And this also just helps you look a little bit more tan. Dusting it down the neck, because the neck naturally gets less sun than the face does. So now we're looking bronzed and just very natural. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is blush. I love blush, and I'm going to be taking my favorite cream blushes. These are by Bobbi Brown, and I'm using the shade Powder Pink. And I'm going to be using a sponge for this just because that's what we've been using. So just dipping in and going on the cheekbone. So I am back with blush on, and I have my highlighter ready. So I'm going to be using the Bobbi Brown Pink Glow. This is one of my favorite highlighters of all time, and I will show you how to apply it. Highlighter isn't absolutely necessary for everybody, but I love how it looks personally. So I'm just taking it on the very high points of the cheekbone, down the nose, on the top of the lip to help it look a little bit bigger, because it gives the illusion that it's hitting the light. For the lip, we're going to stick with something that's a little bit more neutral, and the color I'm going to be using is Milani Nude Creme lipstick. This is a nice, easy, cheap one you can get at the drugstore. It's nude, but still gives you some color. So that is the final look. I hope you all enjoyed watching this video. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe as well. Thank you so much for watching.